Well, hello, greetings. Let's make sure you're in the right class. Am I in the right class? I am Mr. Wise. So, spelled like it looks, and doesn't apply. Don't get the wrong idea. So, this little get acquainted video and orientation video is for both English P050 online and English P101B online, and it's brand new. Yeah, this is the way I look right now. I know these videos make you look a little bit like heftier than you really are, but the camera does that. We'll just have to put up with that. So first, I just want to welcome you. I do a lot of little lectures from here. Some of them a little bit more crazy than others, but also all of them with some sort of definite intention. So this is just to welcome you and give you a few of my pointers to help you be able to stay afloat in this class. So I think the obvious one is the one that we always talk about, whether the class is online or whether it's in a classroom, and that seems to be, yep, I can hear you. You guessed it, attendance. So check in early and often. Even though I'll make sure I post everything at the beginning of the week, and if I don't, go ahead, give me a shout out, send that email, even give me a call, whatever it takes. If you need my phone number, let me know and I'll get it to you, because it's very seldom that I actually physically go to Porterville, and a lot of you are not from that area. So in any case, definitely can call me, you can FaceTime me, you can Skype me. There are lots of ways to get in touch with me. So don't despair if you run into a logjam. And sometimes we have computer glitches. Oh, I notice my hands are doing this lately. It's making this little box type of a thing when I talk, and it's really, I got to tell you, it's scaring me a lot, you know. But in any case, lots of ways to get hold of me. I do try to answer the emails as soon as I can. Don't become frustrated if it takes a little while for me to do that. And we are using at least a new system to me called Canvas. So I'm at the first anyway going more week by week. But as I mentioned to you in the syllabus, that long-term assignments, I make them well in advance and we work through them very carefully. So rest assured, you get lots of helps along the way. And I am reachable. So I want you to know that. So if things are starting to get really shaky for you, we try to work together as best we can. Okay. So what does this mean? Check in. Honestly, I would say every day. I would say every day. It doesn't take much time. Check in every day, sometimes more than once a day. You can say to yourself, well, I picked up all the assignments we start our week on Wednesday. I picked up all my assignments and I know what's coming up, but I may well have put little bonuses on in between. I may have had to alter an assignment a little bit. I will never do that in any way but in your favor, but it can happen. So you need to be aware of that. Okay, so that is number one. You're checking in virtually every day and sometimes more than once a day, just to make sure, just to see what's going on, just to make sure that there are no problems with any of the assignments opening or whatever it happens to be. So that is number one. So you don't want to be one of those people who says, I took the class so that I could stay in my pajamas all day. Like my buddy, my former student, Barney, I mean, his whole story was he wanted to get by with doing the minimum. Right, we know right from the beginning that that's going to be a difficulty for him. He stayed in his pajamas the whole time. He didn't, after a while, he just kind of let things slide. First it was one assignment, then it was a conversation, forum. Oh, he said to himself, this is only worth 5 points. I'm just going to let it go. I'm not going to bother with it. And pretty soon he slid further and further and further behind. And see, here's the deal. If there are a lot of zeros in there, a lot of goose eggs in there on your scores, eventually I'm going to start seeing those and say, well, you're not showing. I have no evidence that you're participating. This is really beginning to dip. and I may drop you. So we do, all of us run into problems from time to time. Understand that. But if there's a consistent pattern of that, like Barney wanted to stay in his pajamas the whole time, and frankly, he got way too enamored of a certain plant, which he, well, starts with an M, and he just really sort of checked out. I mean, Barney did, and he just ended up, well, he ended up not doing well at all. Okay, so let me tell you about another little buddy of mine, Luann. Luann is a former student of mine, and Luann, wow, you know, she did so well at the very beginning. She turned everything in, and she was on top of the assignments, making sure that she got them in, even if sometimes she was a little bit unsure of, you know, exactly how to do the assignment. She made sure she got it in, and that seems to be very, very important. But what happened? Luann was a person who had 1,001 emergencies. 1,001 emergencies. It was, I gotta take the kids to NJB basketball. I've got to get dinner on it. I got to make sure that Freddie gets his lunch tomorrow. And I mean, all of these things are very important. There's no question about it. But she had to make sure that Hugo got his beer on time, you know, while he was watching the game on Monday Night Football, and all of these things kept coming up. And it was, I want to do the work, but I just can't seem to break free because I'm so breathlessly busy. That was Luann. I mean, what happened to Luann? You know, she was also the one that said, oh, you know what? I got this trip planned. I've had it planned for a long time. You know, I mentioned this in the syllabus. You've heard now that there are laptops and tablets. You know, you can go with you. You can take them, and you can have them there with you. And that's really, you can still keep up. You can still keep up. So that is really the bottom line. Go to the proper section on the assignments. You'll be able to look at everything. If you have questions, email me. And again, if you're, you really need to talk to me, that's okay. I'm happy to do that, especially since I can't really hold formal office hours. So I wanted to just make sure I said hello to you. I got a little tour of my house here. I live in Los Osos, California. So if you come over here, give me a call. We'll go and do lunch or something like that, or who knows? Just say hello. But that's where I live, and that's where I'm broadcasting from. So I'll be talking to you, and wow, I'll probably share some of my interest with you a little bit too, somewhere in the video, because I'm asking you to do that the first week in your famous Get Acquainted essay. So bye for now, and I am really, really glad that you're taking this class. Hey, see you later.